What's up, guys? Once again, it's the Boss and the Sauce Show, Conference USA College Football Preview right now. Oh, yeah, right back at y'all, the Boss and the Sauce. We draw Marshall, Thunder and Herd this time. Let's take a look at what the Thunder and Herd got to offer for 2019. So, Coach Doc Holliday has his team seasoned and ready to go this year. The offense returns 2 quarterbacks and 4 of the 5 offensive linemen. What a good mixture of seasoning that is right there. Now, the offense must be disciplined this year, though, and really take care of the ball, because last year they let it get out of hand a little bit with the turnovers. So if they can keep the turnovers down, take care of the ball, let the offense do what it do, they'll have much success. Now, the defense, on the other hand, is only returning 5 returners, and they have the task of sustaining last year's defensive average points per game. Last year, they gave up 21.8 points a game. Now, this group that they have right here is talented to put it together and keep that sustained right there. And this is like I like to say in the streets, I love it when a plan comes together. Seems like Doc Holliday's system reaches a high point right here. I see a whopping 10, maybe even 11 wins for this team right here. They really don't have much in their way when you look at the conference breakdown right here in the scheduling. It's not much that's going to be in their way to stopping them from 11 wins this year. This is a good team right here. They come out seeing VMI. Then they have to see Boise State. Who knows what's going to happen with Boise State? That's probably one of the toughest opponents they have to play. All the rest is mostly conference play, and I think that they've been playing way above a lot of teams in the conference, even though FIU and a couple others in there may be able to give them a challenge. But if they come out as dominant as they look on paper, then this team right here may go 11-1. BigRagoo, what you got to say about this?
I got to say a lot. Doc Holliday, that's a great name because young gun right there. He's a heck of a coach. He's in his 10th year. Last year, 9-4. This is a well-oiled machine, this squad. Very well-oiled machine. He brings in a former head coach at a conference, Brad Lambert, to call the signals on defense. So they're going to try to, not that they need to tighten up the defense, but he's going to help them. Anytime you can bring a head coach from another team and bring him in as an assistant, that's a solid look right there. And then he's got the Tyler King, the leading running back, missed 4 games last year. He returns. He was averaging like 5.2 yards a carry, a little over 800 yards before he got hurt. And they did lose 4 prospects at the NFL draft last year. And the quarterback play, like you said, it was maybe a little soft, but with the 2 quarterbacks, fighting for that position, I think they should get a lot more production out of the quarterback. But even so, like you say, last year we finished up 9-4, close to the top of the conference, and they're probably going to be in that same type position to roll with these teams. I'm looking at the schedule like you were bringing up. There's probably like 1 or 2 games that might be marginal. Like you say, Boise, we don't know what's going to happen there. And then they got to go September 29th and play Cincinnati. That might be a tough game, but they have that at home, so that's good for them. And then at the end of the season, they finish up with FIU at home. So any tough games they got to play, they're playing them at home, and they got some cupcakes and some softer games on the road. So you could be very well looking at a 10-win season for this team without even thinking about it, and maybe push 11 possibly. Who knows? On the defensive side of the ball, they've got 7 out of 10 tacklers last year. 7 out of the 10 tacklers on defense missed at least 2 games. So they're going to, if they stay healthy, and those games that they missed, they only allowed like 150 yards on offense. I mean, on the rushing time, on the rushing side of the ball. So. And then they rank number 1 in conference overall. And then basically they look to do the same thing again. After they They had a little light in the quarterback. They were 6-0 in bowl games in the last 6 years, and I think more of the same is going to come about for this Thundering Herd team late in the season.
Well, you heard it right here on the Boss and the Sauce. My man, the Sauce is jumping in and out because he's giving out so much information right now. But let's take a look at this team from last year's perspective, and let's take a little dive into the 4 losses. They lost to NC State 20-37, which is a decent out-of-conference loss, but they did lose in some conference play to Middle Tennessee 24-34. That's definitely going to be on their list this year to try to get them, and they have to go over to Middle Tennessee. That's going to be sort of like a revenge game. And then they also lost at Southern Miss last year, 24-26, which was a close one, but it was also another road loss for them. So 2 road losses in the conference, and they also lost at Virginia Tech, so another out-of-conference road loss right there. So I guess it's safe to say that they don't travel too well. And this year they see Charlotte, Rice. They have to go to FAU, and they have to go to Middle Tennessee, and they also have to go to Boise State. So Boise State will be a nice test for this team right here. And if they can pass that Boise State mark right there, oh, they wide open to 11 wins right there. But any last words on this one, BigRagoo?
Yeah, I mean, going back, looking at the schedule, I mean, the losses that they have were to quality teams on the road. So it wasn't like, they were losing to, Northwest State or something like that. They lost to Virginia Tech and NC State, quality programs, top-tier teams. So it's not like, I'm not going to say they weren't expected to lose those games, but those were good looks to lose. But if you look at this year's schedule, the road games they have, I don't think they're the top-tier teams like they played last year. So I think 10, 11 games is very doable for the squad. Looking at the top of the East.
Well, absolutely. A lot of different magazines that we reviewed this year, they got them number 1 in the conference, and some other people got them number 2. But definitely keep a lookout for Marshall this year. Going to be seeing good things come out of them over here in this Conference USA. Let's go ahead and get to the next team.